Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be going over how to create a coaster, a 3-inch beer coaster with a Star Wars logo. Okay, the first thing you want to do is open up Design Sparks Mechanical. We're going to go ahead and go to File, create a new design. I'm going to change the view to Plan View. I'm going to go Minimize. Got a logo here we're going to drag in and use as our reference. Go ahead and click there. We're going to maximize. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is 3 inches because I know that the coaster I want to do is roughly about 3 inches. So, okay, that's pretty close. So we'll go ahead and we'll make this Star Wars coaster 3 inches. So we'll go ahead and scale it down a little bit. Go ahead and center that. Okay, that's pretty good. So what we're going to do is, since the right side is concentric with the left side, meaning that they're both the same, we're going to go ahead and turn on mirror. So we're going to draw a reference line. Go ahead and get your line. Go ahead and turn on snap to grid. We're going to go draw a line straight down the middle of this art. Go ahead and click select to click off of it. Click on the line, right mouse click button, set as mirror. Okay, now we're going to start drawing our artwork. So we'll go ahead and start up here. This one you're going to have to turn off the snap to grid on because it's going to be problematic. So we're going to go ahead and follow the shape here. We can go Control plus to zoom in. We'll go ahead and follow this shape of the star. Control minus to zoom out. I'll go ahead and go down to here. Click select to click off. Now we're going to start using our spline tool. The spline tool is used a lot in creating rounded pieces of artwork. Can't really create these shapes if you're not using the spline. Go ahead and click select. Don't worry about overlapping lines. We're going to trim those off. So we'll go ahead and we'll come from up here. Just want to click and you want to drag with your mouse as you click and then drag with your mouse. Okay, and we'll just trim as we go, so we'll go ahead and trim that piece off. Go ahead and get your spline tool. Click and drag. Go ahead and get the select tool. Get the spline tool again. We're going to start up here. Click and drag. Get the select tool. Go back to our spline. Go from up there. Click and drag. Click and drag, click and drag. Get the select. Now, every time I hit the select arrow tool, what it's doing is just stopping what I'm doing. So I can start again on another section. Okay, we just have a little small piece to go. So be on the outside. Oh, and I'm going to undo that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, Control plus. And then I'm going to go to the pan. Go ahead and get your spline tool again. Don't worry too much if it's not perfect. You doesn't really have to be. Just has to be close. Okay, Control minus will zoom out. So now we're going to go ahead and click on the actual graphic. We don't need it anymore. We're going to click on this mirror line and get rid of that. Control minus. This looks pretty good. So what I want to do first is go ahead and get the spin tool. I'm going to give this a little spin. I'm going to go pull. I'm going to pull this shape here. So we actually undo. We don't really want to pull this part, so this is going to be our okay, let's see here. So we're going to make the coaster base, so we want to go ahead and pull. We could go pull from both sides, and then we'll go ahead and pull. It'll make the coaster about 0.50. Okay, go ahead and hit the select. Now I'm going to come in here with this little shape that's inside of here because I want it to be there. I don't want it to be cut all the way through. So we'll go Control plus. I just want to be able to pull this shape a little bit on both sides. So we'll go ahead and change that to pull from both sides. All right, let me undo that. Something's going on here. All right, let's click on the shape, go to pull, go to both, pull from both sides. Something's a little off with this coaster, so. Okay, undo. I guess I'm gonna have to pull this from one side, so go ahead and pull. Grab our little part there. And then maybe we'll go 3/5. Okay, there we go. So, and then we'll do the pan. Okay, so this is our basic Star Wars coaster. You could probably come in here and add a fillet to it if you wanted to spend some extra time. You could go ahead and add a rounded corner there. It'd have to be pretty slight, like maybe 0.10, something like that. That'd be nice. If you want it to be a light coaster, go ahead and spin it to the back. Go ahead and click on your shell tool, shell at 0.125, or actually let's go 0.25. See if that'll work. For some reason it's not letting me shell. Okay, for that point we could go to the bottom. Alright, we can go ahead and put our own stuff in there. So we'll go ahead and grab another circle. Go from there, get the circle. Draw a circle about up to there. Then we go ahead and spin. Then we go ahead and pull this, but we'll pull it in. So we want to go right up to that logo there. Okay. Now we go ahead and spin. So here's your Star Wars logo coaster. Some other things you could do to it to make it a little more professional looking. You go ahead and pull. You can go ahead and give it a radius corner. Spin, like I suggested earlier. You could go ahead and put radii on all the edges around the outside. That would look pretty nice. You could come in here and put a radius. Sometimes when you got a line against another straight line, sometimes that creates a weak point in manufacturing. So usually what you want to do is just always create a little fillet. That way, that way you're not going to have any problems, and the part tends to flex a little bit more. So you could do that. All right, there's your Star Wars. Go view from top. Now a better way to do this, rather than to drawing it freehand in Design Sparks Mechanical, is to go ahead and create this in a program like CorelDRAW. You could create it. You could basically trace it to where it's a perfect. Then you could save that trace out as an SVG file. And you bring the SVG file into FreeCAD, and then from FreeCAD you can create basically an object that you can bring into Design Sparks Mechanical, and then you can go ahead and create your parts. You can basically extrude, and you could basically create the base of the coaster, and that's going to be it's going to be basically a perfect logo. This one's got some, I did it fast, so it's not perfect, but just wanted to give you guys an idea how to create a coaster in Design Sparks Mechanical. Okay, that's going to end the tutorial, and as always, if you found anything useful, please consider liking and subscribing. And thank you for watching.